we still need 2 more durable cloth, so we'll just throw in another buried city round at the hospital. Yeah, the shield we take. Yeah, let's just quickly sort it out. So everything that's easy to make or that we definitely don't need gets sold. So we have credits. Sell. The key obviously gets into our inventory. The rest gets into our inventory. Even though we don't track wires, we also keep them in the inventory. We have ammunition, gun, and everything is up to date. So yeah, there we go. Or wrong button. So there we go. Ready up and waiting for the next lobby to get the remaining durable cloth and see what we have to do next for this second expedition of mine. And while we're waiting, although it shouldn't take too long, yeah. So I would have to say start virtual camera or so, and then and then keep an eye on Twitch that everything's working. And where would be the settings? Studio view. Can I change the camera? Oh yeah, there. So, and I still cannot. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to quit and restart TikTok Live Studio. Okay, we're spawning actually quite close to the hospital.
Let's go to the hospital.
It's funny how, obviously, when you play the game for the first time and when you play each map for the first time, it's like when you visit a city for the first time and you just have no clue where anything is, and it's like finding your extract. Just figuring out that on Buried City, the extracts are actually subway stations, so you don't go to the extract, you go to the subway entry for that extract. Yeah, it took me some time and probably a couple of lives. There was a surveyor somewhere which has a probably low chance, but still chance of, oh, there's also a comet, so never mind the surveyor. But yeah, which has a chance, even if it's a low chance, to spawn or drop the augment blueprint. There's again a shredder somewhere, ground floor from the sounds of it. We're gonna try to avoid making too much noise, so it doesn't necessarily come up to us. So, which means destroying the metal detector before it spreads us out. And yeah, so stuck in the chair, nope. Looting the upper floor. I feel like with the shredder down there, it's also, we're gonna take the rubber duck for now. It's also less likely that anybody, yeah, that metal detector might rat me out. No, it's also disabled, which is in our favor. It's also less likely that anybody already loots the lower floor, because they likely would have to fight the shredder first. So, oh, we don't need the shield recharger, but yeah, now I picked it up, so. Yeah, not that many drawers, so. Okay, antiseptic. We need durable cloth. Give me durable cloth. Just 2 more durable cloth. Come on, we're in a hospital. There should be some cloth. Like rusted shut medical kit that we also need, yeah. There's a turret. Could have left that actually, because it prevents people from running up, so, but, yeah. Now let's see if that ping is out there. There's no, okay, I don't see it outside, so, yeah. Picking up stuff, yeah. No, I don't want a torn blanket, like, stay away. Okay, Mr. Shredder is over there. We just need to hope it comes around this corner. There it comes. Yeah. because then we have more than enough time to blow it up before it becomes a problem. And yeah, like up. Pop or fireball, what are you? Pop. Was hard to spot in the smoke, but yeah. I said I hate pops. I hate ticks. I mean, I hate pretty much most arcs, so I don't discriminate, but some of them I just hate a little bit more. I wonder if we will need the shredder grill at some point, so we'll just take it as well. Okay, somebody dealt with either a bastion or a bombardier. I guess it was a bombardier from the sound of it, since there was no super fast machine gun noise. I guess we can already start picking up valuables as well. Durable cloth goes into our safe pocket, I said. That's the one thing where, okay, we got our 2 durable cloth, nice. That's the one thing where I envy people that play on PC. Because obviously with mouse and keyboard, when you don't have to... What does that actually break down to if we... Okay, salvage... No, okay, then we don't need it. If you don't have to one by one go through each field in your inventory, you can obviously much faster, for example, move a snap hook into your quick selection and then put it back in your safe pocket so you don't lose it. Compared to if you, yeah, like have to do it on the controller. Okay, now we're gonna drop the adrenaline for that valuable, and for the wires we're gonna drop the other adrenaline. Much English, so wow. We already have the blueprint and it's not something we would want to, or we would bother to take on our expedition. Just checking what else. The shield recharger we don't need, the low level one. That valuable, there was a like a trinket. Oh, it probably brings more than the rubber duck, so looted all of that, looted all of that. There was still something, a torn blanket, we don't care. And there's nothing, then there should be more drawers, okay. We still have to loot the other side of the hospital as well. Oh, defibrillator blueprint, that we definitely want. And that goes instead of that valuable, and then actually instead of this, so... radar hatch key we don't need necessarily, but... gonna replace the cards for it, so... yeah. Yeah, there's not gonna be much in the computer, I guess. Oh, more blueprints, so nice. Although we already have them, so it just makes it harder to... yeah, we drop valuables for it. And processors we need for crafting, so another valuable to drop. Yeah, maybe another drawer there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Probably our best run out of the 3 that we had so far. It's becoming a tricky choice. We're gonna replace the wires. So it's becoming a tricky choice of what to keep and what not. But what do we have here? Nothing we need. More rubber ducks. Yeah, but I said the carry limit of the Survivor MK3 is just such an imbalance. I mean, it's nice to have it. Oh, there's a tick somewhere. Yeah. Oh, come on. Why is there a second fucking tick? I hate ticks. I really I get goosebumps on my skin just seeing them run around like... yeah. So, looting the ticks, checking the other room here that can have exactly that back. More seats. Oh, light gun parts. What do we throw out now? It's gonna become really a tricky... Oh, let's throw out this, yeah. Electrical components we can craft easily, so even though we mark them, we don't really need to pick them up. Okay, I think that's really a good run. And, oh, they're full set of drawers. Oh my god, that's gonna... I feel like there has to be a blueprint somewhere in there if there's 6 drawers. Or maybe it's 6 drawers of disappointment, but we'll see. Yeah, so far 3 more to go. Oh, there was heavy ammo that we can pick up, yeah. There's also heavy ammo. Medium shield, yeah, I mean, we can craft them. It's not the end of the world. More durable cloth. No blueprints, so a little bit disappointing. I said there was heavy ammo, so restocking ammo without paying. And then for the medium shield, let's throw out the herbal band-aid, yeah. So okay, and that was it. Another 10 minutes. I mean, obviously other players are much faster looting this whole area. I guess on PC it's possible to do it a little bit or much faster. Probably on console as well with a little bit more practice, or if people are just better in using the gamepad than I am. But yeah, we are just going to... can I just make my exit here? And we are going to take the radar hatch. We don't have to, but feels like since we got the hatch key... Oh, there are 2 fireballs. But where's the hatch? There. Yeah. There we go. Tumbleweed, bye-bye. So, finished another run. And with that, should have the durable cloth, and we should now see... I forgot, I wanted to actually give away the blueprints, yeah, but yeah, obviously doesn't work if we just check out. Another 16,000 experience, and... Yeah, it's weird. So I restarted the TikTok live studio, and it still says that it takes up to... So it still shows unlock virtual camera by going live on live studio one more time for 25 minutes each. Mobile live streams do not count. Validation may take up to 48 hours. So yeah, maybe I'll just check again tomorrow. So let's close that. Yeah, and as said, then we got a level up, so that's nice. Yeah, we are going to. I'm not sure fully about my skill tree yet, to be honest. So if we were to go for PvP, we want to make less noise. Yeah, and hearing by explosion affected, so that we can basically keep better track of where other radars are. I guess that one, so because the medium shield has reduced movement speed, so let's max out that so we have less impact here. And then as said, for the expedition, we now have the durable cloth, which means now we need light bulbs, batteries, shredder gyros. Didn't I pick one up earlier? Where did it go? Exodus models, we only need 1, that's nice. So shredder gyros, batteries, light bulbs. So we start with how many light bulbs do we need? 4. So we are going to now collect light bulbs in Dam Battlegrounds. So they're guaranteed spawns in quotes. Yeah, let's just sell first. So we definitely sell those 2 because I don't care about, or what's that one? Extended barrel. So I don't care about those 2. So we're gonna sell those. The defibrillator blueprint we keep. So it would come with us on our next expedition. Seeds we keep, that we sell, so the whole valuable things we sell. The shield we keep, the extra ammunition obviously we keep. Yep, keep. We can also quickly check before we jump into the next game if we can upgrade one of our benches. So, no, we need 2 Sentinel firing cores. Oh, that's not level up, never mind. And arc circuitry and motors. And 2 more rusted shot medical kits. Okay, so Everything is repaired properly, so yeah. There we go. There we go. Let's see how long the matchmaking for Dam Battlegrounds takes. So 13 seconds so far, but I also expect it to be less than a minute. And again, I believe it is because I'm such a peaceful player and there are enough other very, very peaceful players that it just fills up faster. Maybe I get proven wrong at some point, but it's just my belief for now. We'll have 1 or 2 more rounds right now. So basically, as I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I have about an hour to kill. It's because like for my AI subscription, so I'm usually working during the day and giving the AI detailed tasks that it then needs quite some time to work through for me to then review and so on. And it resets in about 10 minutes. And that's why I decided to actually do the stream early in the morning instead of usually in the afternoon after lunch. Also in combination with knocking out the 25 minutes that hopefully get the requirement check to be able to actually stream the portrait mode layout that we have on Twitch as well to TikTok. So just to spread out a little bit further, to have more peeps to talk to. There we go, Dam Battlegrounds loading. Let's see where we spawn. So we need, I think it was 4 batteries. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I also wanted to check nobody's watching .live. Not the worst spawn, so our batteries are, or actually it's not the best spawn. There will be potentially batteries here, so we'll make our way first there.
Attention all raiders. We've got confirmed reports of a harvester nearby. That means a queen should be present as well, so be on your guard and only engage it if you're prepared for the fight.
Yes, engage it. I like the events like Matriarch and the Harvester with taking care of the queen. It's quite a lot of fun, in my opinion. We're gonna loot a little bit along the way, we're in no hurry, so... we didn't start fully fresh into that lobby, I believe, so we definitely didn't take 4 minutes to run down that hill. But, yeah. So, here we go, nothing we need, and then we'll make our way somewhere over that hill. Yeah, I should have probably picked a different route and not just run straight towards the marker, but yeah. Here we are. So there should be some cars down there. There's also 1 or 2 boxes that may or may not contain certain blueprints. And I guess during the Harvester event not, but usually that path may also have a leaper walking on it, if I'm not completely mistaken. So just looting the cars. There we go. Industrial battery, yeah, I've been looking for that forever, now we don't need it anymore, so... yeah, so... buses supposedly have the industrial battery more often, so... nope. Rusted tools. The benefit of things like the Harvester and Matriarch event, especially on friendly servers, is that there is a decent chance that a lot of the players are busy with that, at least for the first, whatever, let's say 10 minutes. And high loot areas are not scavenged yet, so we definitely pick up wires, even if we're not tracking them. And now we make our way down there, and there should be a few more cars, and 1 or 2 of them should have more or less guaranteed light bulbs. So there's a car back there, and it has a hood, and then there are the 2 cars there. Yeah. And then we make our way all the way across the dam, because there is also an area with an extract. Oh, see there, light bulb, move to safe pocket. there's an area with an extract and more cars, and one of those has, in quotes, a guaranteed light bulb. And yeah, I mentioned it in previous streams. I mean, I love the game. I really enjoy it, and I'm, I don't know, far beyond 100 hours, potentially beyond 150 hours of game time, which is obviously great value considering you spend, or where else do you get 150 hours or more of entertainment that you mostly enjoy for $40? Yeah, so but while I love it, the game by its nature is initially challenging because you have to figure out where is everything. Yeah? So you have to learn the maps, where are the extracts, which locations are worth looting, and I by far don't claim to know all of them or be a professional in that part yet. And if you don't either talk to other raiders that share their wisdom with you, which may be true or not, or use third-party websites or apps like, I don't know, MetaForge, for example, then you'll just end up spending hours and hours and hours looking for a light bulb. Or in my case, when I originally started playing and wanted to upgrade the rooster, and you need a dog collar, and I was playing all over Dam Battlegrounds, but it would not have occurred to me that that there actually is an area like the Pale Apartments, Ruby Residence or Ruby Residence, Pattern House, and that's pretty much it, where they are actually likely to spawn. So because it's so on the outside of the map, in an area where you never go to, I just never went to it. It was so frustrating to try to find that dog collar. And yeah, once you look it up and once you know, or once somebody tells you, it just takes you 1 or 2 runs and you have what you need. And yeah, like it just brings the joy into the game because you feel progression. Whereas if you just run after run, have no idea that there are specific areas that actually could hold the item and that you're just looking in the wrong spot. I don't see you. Where are you, you stupid wasp? There. Same with finding the fruits and vegetables for Scrappy. It took me some time to figure out, quickly Piers also going through our safe pocket, so because it's food for Scrappy. It took me some time to figure out where they can spawn, so, and then you run around and here and there you find something, but then to understand that which plant drops which fruit or vegetable, how they look in the game, if they always spawn there or just on occasion, or in every map condition or not. So it's really, yeah, like that's the, I don't know, the hard part. There's also a dog collar talking about it, yeah, so, but that's like a super lucky thing, at least to me it feels like it is, yeah. So just scavenging for more prickly pears. There might also be some agave, however it is pronounced in English, so like those plants here, but this one I cannot harvest, so. There is one prickly pear more, so we can restock, and there is one agave. So apparently when you feed the agave to Scrappy from the loot pool, there's a chance that he also gives you items that are, in quotes, non-craftable. So yeah, there is a benefit. And same thing, like I mentioned earlier, with like knowing the map and where the extracts are, also applies to over time learning where the locations for the ARC couriers are, because ARC couriers can contain high-value ARC items, with the exception only, I think, of turbine parts. So, but other than that, I mean, most of the time you obviously only will find that we need, but you will only find like broken items or like garbage, but often enough it will contain one decent part that otherwise you would have to, I don't know, like a Rocketeer drive or so, that otherwise you actually would have to fight a bigger ARC for. So And they spawn in fixed locations as well, not always in the same locations. So there are multiple locations, and in each round they can be in different spots. And so learning those spots over time just makes a difference. We're quickly gonna check if there's a Sentinel that's gonna ruin our day. Nope, so we can make our crossing. Same is with Sentinel, so those are those big turrets that take some time with their laser to zoom in on you and then basically kill you in 2 shots. Obviously, or thankfully with some delay. Knowing their locations also makes your life easier because you don't end up suddenly being surprised that there is one, because when you know where they can be, yeah, you are prepared. Now we're gonna cross here. As far as the game achievements in Arc Raiders go, I'd say outside of the PvP achievements, like knocking out a raider with a raider tool or getting one killed by arcs that you summon with snitch scanners, the Sentinel one was probably the most annoying, because you have to over and over, I don't know, like start Dam Battlegrounds, for example, to then have the luck that there's a Rocketeer somewhere. But there's also my aim. Yeah, horrible aim. There we go. Oh, you're still alive? There we go. Alright, got the hit on me. Yeah. But you have to over and over jump into the game until finally not only there spawns a Sentinel, but it spawns in a location where you actually can get to it to then kill it with a radar tool. And you have to hope that you don't have a late spawn, so that nobody just shot the Sentinel from the distance already and so on. So it's really probably the most annoying achievement. I guess other people might say that the most annoying is the Death from Above achievement, which requires you to deal damage or deal 50 damage to arcs while standing on top of a Rocketeer. But and there we have a Rocketeer. Maybe we'll take it out before we check out here. But there I got lucky in quotes both times, so on both accounts that, yeah, in one case actually at this extract, just somebody else was fighting the Rocketeer and I don't know how he downed it, but he got it to be flipped over next to the extract. So I just stood on top of the Rocketeer while it was basically flipped over and shot at it. So, and then the second time, somebody else was fighting the Rocketeer in the swamp and it already was missing one of its thrusters, and I just could I threw a Hornet drive at it to take out the other thruster on that side, which gets it to crash, and jumped on it and shot it again. So the 2 times I got the achievement on my 2 accounts was actually both times because somebody else. Yeah, we're gonna clean up a little bit here. Hello? There you are. Come on. Can you stabilize, please? Okay, then explode, please. So we can loot all the cars and buses in peace. So maybe we get the 4th light bulb, so that would already solve the light bulbs. I mean, no guarantee, but let's check. Yeah, there is a bunch of cars and buses, so... There's also another Wasp for us to... Oh no, it's not a Wasp, it's a Hornet, so we're gonna switch guns. Oh, come on. Yeah, it exploded. The hull cracker is like a tricky thing for me to shoot because it doesn't shoot straight, but it shoots in a ballistic arch. What did make the sound there? Oh, there's a surveyor, but that is over there, so I'm not sure what made the sound. There's a Rocketeer patrolling, yeah.
Rocketeer.
But it doesn't come that far until we call the extract. If we take it down, we would do it from a different location, so where we have better cover. Wires, parts, as said, looting the arcs, even if they don't have parts that we need, just for the experience. And if they... Oh, we pick up Hornet drives for sure, so we collect them. As said, for one nice, full Rocketeer torturing run at some point. Okay, now we have to start getting picky about what we take with us. Let's switch to the anvil and stow it. There we go. Oh. I just want to have a light bulb. Give me a light bulb. I mean, the white car actually... No, we already looted that one, I think. Yeah, so that one with the guaranteed light bulb, we already looted. So we're just gonna keep looting here. Just pick up what we can. There are a few more cars here, as we can see, with hoods to break open. Should also check the extract. Will that one? Oh, that one is already disabled. So which one do we have to get to? Yeah, that's probably our extract. So. Oh, then we will not make it back to the Rocketeer, so because that's then the other way. So we'll just keep going here and then cross the Red Lake and maybe, although it would be, so we already have a pile of wires now. Oh, it would be a tough decision what to drop, but maybe we pick up some, what was it? Not lemons, but there's some other food for Scrappy on the island, on the small one in the middle of the Red Lake. Yeah, wires we are full, so put them. Okay, that's about all the cars that are here, I guess. Yeah, okay, so how many light bulbs did we get? 3, so I think we missed one, yeah. Well, not too bad. I mean, there's still the chance that the bus has something to open, or nope, nope, nope. Oh, we don't want to go here, we want to go there. I don't think we need to loot anything here, so yeah. Oh, we are out of, forgot, we are out of adrenaline. Yeah, so we'll still loot a little bit along the way on the off chance that we get a light bulb, but mostly for extra experience. Yeah, yep. To level up, so the sooner we make it to level 75, the... Oh, advanced mechanical components, no, we can also craft those, so definitely not gonna drop anything for those. We brought zip lines, so we're not gonna have a hard... Oh, the queen and the harvester are still there. Didn't think of that. I thought somebody would have taken care of them. Actually surprised that nobody did, so... yeah, which just means we're going to make our way all the way around them at the back. So... How far down can I go there? Okay, let's do that. So... Somebody already attacked the queen. You can see that it's missing the leg armor on 2 of its legs, so... Or at least from the distance it looked like it. Now looking closer, it looks like it has the leg armor. Let's check again. No, it definitely misses some leg armor, so somebody already shot at it, and there's another Rocketeer based because of it. We don't have crafting unlocked yet, and we don't have a radar hatch key, so that's one of the spots where it would have probably paid off to bring a hatch key. Shouldn't be too hard. The only challenge, so the queen shouldn't be much of an issue, but the only challenge would be the Rocketeer back there. I think as far as the queen goes, we can just, as said, sneak past her on this side as far as possible, so where it tells us we're leaving the map. Yep, so where it says turn back, and we might even use zip lines to do that. Make it a little bit faster from here towards we can craft zip lines, that's not a problem, so if that gets us out of harm's way. Yeah, it's not a challenging extract, so we have 9 minutes left, and we basically just have to cross that one small island where we may or may not pick up some apricots, that was it, yeah, for Scrappy. And the only danger I see or saw was the one Rocketeer that may or may not, but it should also stay relatively close to the Queen, so... but again, still surprised that in that round nobody took out the Queen, so... although somebody just went there to pick up some of her legs for some Queen cores. Yeah, so there is... yeah, there's one tree. Now, question would be, what do we drop for... oh, that's what we drop, got it. So we pick up the apricot, interact with the tree, so 3 apricots, definitely. Oh, there's a snitch scanner. Didn't notice us, good. So we could go, there are more trees here, but we're just now gonna make our way over to the extract. Maybe double checking what's in our safe pocket, so light bulbs and that, yeah, feels like makes sense. So Scrappy's food is always a priority, at least to me. So here we go. Yeah, I said no more adrenaline, so... yeah, let's slow walk so we recharge the stamina so we can run back into cover while we wait for the extract. Bum, bum, bum. I really like the game. The sound effects and so on are amazing. I believe the graphic is amazing. And the only challenge or the only critic I have lore-wise is if you know arcs are attracted to sounds, why does every extract have like huge speakers, blinking lights and whatnot attached to it? Oh, yeah. So the snitch saw us, so somebody's gonna shoot at us in a second. We're gonna use our hull tracker to handle that. Oh, there was a task for dealing damage to hornets. There's one more somewhere. Not a hornet, but a wasp. Yeah, I'm not gonna climb around in the history of the world, or maybe I am, just to get a little bit extra experience real quick. Especially if we can get another hornet drive for our collection, I guess. Yep. Yeah, don't see any other lootable parts on first glance without going over there. So, calling the extract or returning to Sperancer, finishing our, was it round number 3 or 4? Don't know. And then we'll quickly check, yeah, like what we got done in terms of working towards the expedition and what else we're missing. So. Not the worst round with 23,000 XP, so half a level in one round. Yeah. Yeah. New in Arc Raiders, Phantom Targets. Okay, it's a new project, which will be really, really cool to deal with. Now we go to feed and we start with the agave. So we just fill up the feeding queue. Projects now shows phantom targets, but we first want to check our expedition. So we actually got all the light bulbs that we need. Yeah, we still need batteries and shredder gyros. Okay, so for that we actually will do buried city runs. So hospital has the shredder spawning often enough, and batteries are also there in the computer, so might take a couple of runs, but that will do. And now we can check out the phantom targets. Gives us no blueprints. No? Okay, no blueprints. Oh no, there's 6 more things. Okay, no blueprints, but we get some items, so we'll start that. And upgrade antenna found on top of any cargo elevator. Shani is having trouble deciphering the phantom target showing up on her radars. Help set up stronger signal in order to discern which arc is transmitting the target. So that we can do on Dam Battlegrounds, I guess. So that should be the cargo elevators. We can already check part 2, it doesn't show. Test arc parts for irregular behavior, so okay. Deal damage to wasp drivers, or oh, we have to use wasp drivers, pop triggers, leap or pulse units. Destroy arc using fire damage, energy damage, and launcher ammo. Okay, so only the launcher ammo for that we, oh no, the energy ammo for that we need to craft a gun. So, but I think that should be easy. Gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. I started it, so what else do you want? So it's still highlighting the menu that I can do something here. Expedition. There is nothing we can do in the expedition. We already submitted the stuff, so... Okay, it's probably buggy. It just keeps telling me, or maybe part 2, I don't know what it wants, yeah. Yeah, anyway, and then the store has something new, but I'm not spending money on the game, so I already paid for the game and got my money's worth it, but other than that, I'm not gonna buy skins. Yeah, and I guess that's it for the morning. So maybe I'll have time to go live in the afternoon as well. So as said, this morning stream was pretty much because I ran out of AI resources and wanted to work on the TikTok requirements. I hope you enjoyed watching the stream as always. Leave a follow, enable notifications so you get notified when I'm online. And thanks for stopping by. Have a great day, and then see you all in another live stream. Till then, bye-bye.